Good afternoon, class. How are we doing today?
Good.
Good. So we're going to continue on with our lesson of the seasons. I expect you to follow along, pay attention, and go along filling out with the diagram. So far with our seasons, we have learned about summer, spring, and fall. Could you maybe share a couple things you've learned about, let's say, summer?
It's sunny a lot
Mm-hmm.
and it's hot
Okay.
and I wear shorts.
Very good. So now that we have a grasp on the other three seasons, we're going to move into winter. So winter is our main topic, and so for this lessons, we've been doing content enhancement routines, and we use these to write our thoughts down on a diagram, and then it kind of helps us break down a more complex topic so we are able to understand it. So moving on with winter, winter is our main topic, so we're going to put it in the first box. Right there. So right there is what our main topic. And then winter is one of the four.
Seasons.
Very good. So then seasons we're going to put in the overall concept box. Awesome. So now we have winter in the main concept, and then seasons in the overall concept box. So now you're going to move on to keywords that will help us when we try to think of winter. So some I have thought of are the holidays. We usually celebrate the holidays in the winter. So Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. So we're gonna put that right there. Then after that, can you help me think of some more keynote ideas to link to winter?
Snow.
Very good. So we're gonna continue on this same section and write the rest of our keywords. Do you have any other?
I wear a coat and hat and mittens.
So usually when you wear those things, it's usually
Cold.
very good. So we're cold out. Um, what months are usually winter? What months are winter usually, or always?
December,
Hmm.
January.
Yeah, so the cold months.
Yes.
So we're gonna put down December, January. Awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna move on, and the things we've come up with. So holidays, snow, cold, December, January. Are those always present in when we think of winter?
No.
No. So what's things that could be sometimes present?
Leaves.
Do you think that'd be sometimes or never?
Never.
Very good. So now we're going to go over to the never present column and write leaves. So usually what season does that happen in?
Fall.
Yes, very good. So what's sometimes, depending where you live, that can fall from the sky during the winter?
Snow.
Very good. So depending on where you live, that's kind of give or take. So we're going to put it in the sometimes column. So snow. Awesome. Can you think of any other things that are sometimes happen? So what do you need when you have snow? What can you go do outside?
Go sledding.
Very good. Okay. So now we have a pretty good list. Let's think of a couple other things that are never present. What are some holidays that happen in a season that's not winter?
4th of July.
Very good. So we're gonna add that into our never present column. So now we got a pretty good start on our always, sometimes, and never present columns. And so now we're going to use what we thought of here and examples. An example that of winter has to have has to have something that's always present. So if it's sometimes present or never present, it'll be a non-example. So if it's a holiday, what holidays do we celebrate in winter?
Christmas.
Yeah, so since Christmas is a holiday and it happens in December, usually when it's cold and snowy out, and it doesn't happen on the 4th of July or when there's leaves, so it'll be an example. So we're going to put it right here in the example column. Okay, so then what's another thing you can do outside when it's snowing?
Build a snowman.
Very good. Can you do that when there's leaves on the ground
No.
or during the 4th of July?
Nope.
Awesome. So then it's always present, so we would put it in the example column. Build a snowman. Okay, so a non-example. So an easy, obvious one we could use are the other three seasons because the holidays, well, some holidays happen, but like Christmas and New Year's don't happen in those, and the snow and the cold, and they're not in December and January. So what would we could use as non-examples of winter?
April Fools.
Yes, but what season would that be during?
Um, Spring.
Good. So if spring is a non-example, what do you think the other three seasons would be?
Fall and summer.
Awesome. So now we got our examples on our non-example list, and now we move on to thinking of our own definition of the word winter. So when you think of winter, what is a definition that comes into your head using our always present and our examples and our keywords? What is a definition for winter that you would give?
A season that is usually during December and January where it's cold and could be snowy.
Awesome. So now we have our definition for winter, and we use our content enhancement routine to break down the big idea of seasons into winter, and then break winter down into the different characteristics and keywords to then create our own definition of winter and what it means to us. So now that we have as our fourth and final season, we have talked about, and I think we did a good job in breaking down winter. Thank you.
Thank you.